Okay, over the next couple weeks, I'm going to be sharing some of the archetypes that I see in relationships and some of the struggles that they have. I've worked with over 200 clients. I talk a lot with my clients about relationships and barriers to intimacy and self-sabotaging patterns and what seems to get in the way of, having the relationship that they want. So today I'm going to talk about the caregiver archetype. So this is something that I see a lot. This is for those of you who just give and give and give and give, and that is your identity. Your identity is very much wrapped up in how much you're helping, how much you're assisting, how much love you're giving, how much support, etc. So this is you. One of the barriers to intimacy I see with the caregiver archetype is that relationship is all about an energy exchange, right? It's a push and pull. It's a dance of masculine and feminine. And when I speak about masculine and feminine, I'm speaking about energy. I'm not talking about male or female. So this can go across the board. So if you identify as feminine or masculine, take what resonates with you. But the caretaker archetype is a feminine that, when imbalanced, becomes so wrapped up in bleeding love for other people, giving love and support and helping to rescue other people or, rescue their partner, always be supporting them, doing all these things for them. However, they struggle with receiving, feeling worthy of receiving. And so they create this dynamic where they block receiving, or they don't have healthy boundaries around their giving. And so they tend to attract partners who are more than happy to take from them, to benefit from all the love and support they're getting. These could just be, people who are just a little more inclined to receive and to not always give back. It could be that they attract narcissists, they may attract addicts, they may attract people who are just not able to give back, right? So the way that we want to balance out this energy, first of all, is to recognize where you may have insecurities around being worthy and entitled to receiving all the love and care that you give. I know that it's your nature to give and to support, and these dynamics are also something that came about through our early upbringing, right? You didn't just become this person overnight. Somewhere along the line, you had to be the caregiver for your family or for someone in your family. You had to grow up too fast. You had to show up and support your younger siblings. You had to be the one that showed up and gave all the love and support, or cooked the meals, or did the healing because the other person couldn't, or they weren't emotionally mature, or they just didn't have the capacity. So first, recognize how this came about, how you developed this pattern, and show yourself so much love and compassion for who you were and for the love that you didn't receive. So a lot of this has to do with reparenting yourself, recognizing that, okay, if I could turn back time, what love did I need at that time? What support did I need, right? You needed reciprocity. You needed someone who made it a priority to take care of you in the same way that you took care of them. So doing that grieving process, that healing process, is step one. Step two, once you've kind of worked through your fear and insecurities, you're not going to heal your insecurities overnight, but one of the ways we work through them is acknowledging that you're worthy, setting boundaries around how much you give. You are not responsible for fixing or saving anybody else. Unless you're a mother and you have young children, right? Other independent adults are capable of taking care of themselves. They are responsible for taking care of themselves. You can give your love and support and empathy, absolutely, but you have to practice self-care. You have to know what your boundaries are. Once you start feeling that burnout, that compassion fatigue, it's time to redraw your energy back in. Also, in the beginning of relationships, in the beginning of dating, it's really important to set that precedent that yes, you are a very loving and nurturing and giving person, but you also expect that the person that's going to fill that role of partner, because there's only one seat available unless you're polyamorous, and then there's however many seats available, that there's only one person that can fill that spot. And so whoever fills that spot really needs to help meet your needs. It's not about having high expectations or a sense of entitlement of other people, but it's just recognizing that if I'm interviewing you for this position, I need to know that you're also going to be loving and giving and nurturing of me and my needs, because that's what I give to you. So having those boundaries, because again, it's a dance. It's a power play. In relationships, we dance this dance of power and control, not in a negative way, but each partner needs to be able to stand in their power together in the relationship and to alternate power, right? You don't want one person who's always in the place of power, the other person who's always in the place of being passive. You want it to be a dance. So you want someone who can also be in their power and who can give to you. You don't want to attract someone who is passive, who is a taker, who doesn't innately feel that sense of balance, right? So part of the way you can end the cycle of attracting people that are just going to take from you, or people that are very passive, or people that are addicts or narcissists, is it is your responsibility to set boundaries around your giving and to set expectations early on that you only want to be with a partner who is going to engage in mutual respect and reciprocity, okay? But remember, step one in getting there is showing yourself the love and compassion for how you came to be the way that you are, for the love that you didn't get early on, and do that work of showing love for yourself first. I hope you found that helpful.